From Blasher, Smokey Daze Haze. I'm Smokey Daze Haze, the funniest there was, the funniest there is, the funniest there ever will be, the idiot savant of comedy. Whether you laugh or don't laugh, learn to laugh, because I'm the funniest person going today. This set is you lit up, unbound, lewd, improved, tangent under pressure. I think I might be an android or alien. I pulled my groin, then all this white stuff came out. And it's like, you know, I know an alien to aliens, the guy Bishop, the android, the synthetic people, whenever they bled it was white. So I'm thinking, well, I must not be human, because look what happened to me. I can't, you know what I mean? There must be something wrong with me. I can't be, you know, I'm obviously not real, you know what I mean? I'm not a real person. And then a couple of times when I smacked my balls, I bled white. So you know what I mean? If I smack my balls enough, I'll bled, you know, it'll bled white. It bled white. So I'm starting to talk to people and I'm asking them, I'm like, you know, have you ever pulled your groin before? And they're telling me it was all painful and they put all this stuff on it, like this icy hot and this other stuff. And I'm thinking, geez, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Some of them said they even needed surgery, so I don't know, man. I can gush, you know, it'll come out white like 10, maybe 20 times a day if I want. You know what I mean? All I have to do is just, you know, just yank on it a couple times, smack it around, maybe smack my balls around. So, I don't know. I mean, I know I must not be human, as I had no idea what shippers were. When Saw said it was a problem. You know what I mean? I'm thinking I always get free shipping. And these people are talking about shippers are like a problem. I'm like, yeah, man, they charge so much for shipping and handling. I'm like, who the hell wants to pay like 10, 20 bucks? It's like when you used to be on eBay, you'd buy something that was like $1 or $2, and then you look at the shipping and handling, they want like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, or all these like bogus charging. Like sometimes it'd be a handling fee like $2, $3, $4, $5. Other times it'd just be like a shipping fee. And it's like, look, if I buy something, I'd rather spend a little bit more money to get free shipping. Like Amazon, when they used to have like 35 or 49, I used to buy like a bunch of stuff. So it's like, but I had no idea what they're talking about. They're talking like Raylo and all this stuff from Star Wars, and you see it in anime. And some people get like really nasty about it. Like, their intent that these people are going to get together. And if you have anything to say about it, man, they will go berserk. They'll start, yeah, like there's no reason, there's no rhyme. So you know what I mean? Like this whole shipping thing, I just don't get it. They'll even go after the actors, and they want the actors to break up with who they're married with and like get together. It's just like crazy to me. I don't get shipping. You know, relationships are really weird. I remember like I went on a few dates with all these April dates, because I think her name was April, and she looked like Sandra Bullock. And I mean, it was weird. Like I met her, I forget how I met her, but she was going to Southampton College, so it's like, just to get to Southampton College was like a friggin' thing. So I'm driving out to Southampton College. I barely had decent directions because she's a female, so she gives me like the vaguest sort of directions, and somehow I'm supposed to find her. Like they think it's a game. So I'm trying to get out there, and I swear I'm going out to Southampton, and for some reason, even though I'm not listening to the radio, I'm like playing a tape, cassette tape, it decides to stop working. So I got to be out there. My stereo, for some reason, stopped working on the way there. Eventually, when I got there, it would start working again. So I go there, I'm like lost. I'm in like friggin' Southampton. I go to like, there's only 1 or 2, 3 places left. There's like this coffee place. I go to like this coffee place. I ask the person, you know, they tell me where the college is. And then like they just give me this name. So they have all these dorms and this other stuff. She didn't tell me where it was. So then I walk up to this girl, like lets me in. She takes me into her room. She had like a muscle and fitness mag. And she's looking through a name so she can tell me where to go and like how to buzz in and everything. It's like, you know what? I feel kind of weird having a guy in my room like this or something like that. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I didn't feel weird until you said that, but you know, she was pretty, she was cool. But you know what I mean? If it wasn't for her, I would have never got there. So then we go to like this friggin' keg party, and she's 20 years old, and I'm a few years older. And all of a sudden, I'm like there, and they have a party, they have a band, they have everyone's drinking, and this and this. She had a beer with her. I don't drink beer. You know, if I drink these days, I only drink organic red wine. But back then, I only drank like friggin', what would I drink? I would drink like hard liquor and stuff. So I see people rolling the keg out. I'm like, wow, man, people pretty ballsy out in the Hamptons. They just do what they want. These guys are just stealing the keg, whatever. But it's the police. The police like busted up the keg party, and I'm thinking, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, you know, he could wait a little longer. But it's funny. Since she was with me, no one bothered her, because I didn't act like surprised or like there was anything guilty. But she was underage. She was 20. She told me 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times. I started getting nervous. She's like, I'm not an alcoholic, but my dad is. I'm like, all right, the first time, the second time, the third time he told me that's all right. But the fourth or fifth time was a little bit out of there, you know what I mean? So it's funny, we go back to the college, we're back in the dorms, and we're playing this game where you had to like talk about somebody, you say something about the person there, and all this, and that. So there was this blonde girl, and I said something nice about her. So then when April goes, she just totally trashed the girl that I was just saying all this nice stuff about. Like, she totally was like destroying her. Like, you could tell she did not like her at all. She was saying she was fake, she was saying all this other stuff. And they said I didn't have to play the game if I didn't want it, because I just got there and stuff. There was this one cool girl that was like, they were all pagans and stuff. One of them was into crystals and stuff, so it was pretty cool, but I probably should have skipped playing the game, but it's still so funny, because like the way she just trashed her. But you know, April was cool. You know, we played, she talked up like she was really good at air hockey, so I went to play air hockey. I thought she was going to be good. I beat a lefty, I wasn't even trying, so that was like a little bit annoying. So I was like, wow, she beat a boyfriend, she beat a dad. But, so we went to a few movies. We went to like the Ninth Gate, I think it's Johnny Depp, the book movie. We went to like Boiler Room or whatever. So we're at one of the movies, and you know, you're always nervous. You're not sure how much to talk or what to say. So I'm talking, and she's like, all of a sudden, she's like, are you going to talk during the whole movie? Yeah, but she didn't say it nasty like that. But I'm like, you know, I was relieved, because I didn't say a word like, you know, the whole rest of the time I never said a word. So, you know what? We won't talk too much about that, but she was cool. Her mom was like a guidance counselor at my school. Maybe I'll talk more about it another time, but like, let's return to when Harry met Maggie May. And like, I'm in the yard, this guy's like raking his leaves, the dog's out there, this guy, Harry, he convinces me to go out to his grandmother's house, like use the phone or something, because you know, my ride left because the cop came or whatever. And I'm thinking, is he breaking into some random house? What the hell are we doing? This guy just would not go into the house, and I'm just thinking like, oh my god, man, am I going to get arrested for this friggin' idiot? So then like, somehow he goes in the house, he gets back out of the house, the guy finally goes in his house, and we had to run past like 4 or 5 lanes of traffic just to catch the train, and we barely catch the train. And it's just like, you know what I mean? But at one point, he's got all this money, they find out that he got it, I hear them talking, this and this, so, you know, I'm in Ronkonkoma, I gotta get a ride home somehow. But at one point, we're going to the cab, so he's paying for all these cabs. So at one point, you know, I'm in the back seat with this person, he's in the front seat. And then when we got out of the cab, he's like, oh man, he's like, oh you were so lucky, man, you were so lucky, oh man, she was so hot, you got to be in there with the hot girl and this. I'm like, dude, it was a guy. You know what I mean? But he was like, you know what I mean? He thought like the whole thing was like the thing. But yeah. And I don't have time. I fucked up this set. I fucked up. It's fucked up.